He did. We got a little bit of traffic rolling around here. What I mean by traffic is everybody walks behind us to get in and get out of here.
College football starting up this weekend, of course.
Well, my Colonels, they did well last night. They beat up on Morehead State and Tennessee Tech, which their school is located here. I think they took on Chattanooga last night.
Yeah, I believe so, and I think they got the W in that game, actually, I think.
That would be a big win.
Check,
that'd be a big win for Tennessee Tech.
Yeah, football
and a lot of former Murfreesboro kids are at Tennessee Tech.
Yeah, there's quite a few, honestly. I think Tech actually probably has more Murfreesboro kids on the roster than MTSU does at the current moment.
That doesn't surprise me, Coach, and I don't want to go there. But anyway, here we are. Let's talk about the captains for tonight's game. Representing the Cavaliers, number 3, Cooper Nord. Also, number 44, that would be Donovan Hodem. And number 38, which is going to be Greg Watts. Anthony, let's go to the far side of the field. To those captains.
Get my eyes over there. I've got number 17, Jorge Cifuentes.
Boy, I love it. Do you know that Hispanic?
Yeah, got to pick up the accent a little bit. Living in California. Yeah. I don't speak fluent Spanish, but pick up the accent a little bit. We've also got receiver number 6, Eric Haywood. Watch out for him tonight. That's a big-time kid. We've got offensive lineman number 57. That's the senior tackle, Austin Jakes. And number 81, it looks like he's got it folded up a little bit, and we do not have an 81 on the Warren County roster, excuse me. So we'll work to try to get that name to you folks.
Yeah, see if we can dash in and get that from the announcer if you can, and write that in. If you want to take that on right now, because if he's a captain, he's going to be on the field, Coach. Pull Anthony's audio back so he can run in there and see if we can so we get ready for the coin toss. Ben Lawson wears the white hat tonight, so he'll make all final decisions. 3:28 left, as you can see, in the lower left-hand corner. And the reason why we got that clock in that left-hand corner, that's so our Spacebook family can, that live logo is not up in the left-hand corner, impeding the view of our clock. Anthony coming right back out and giving me the nodding elephant, which means he's got it. He's ready to roll.
So we've got 2 changes that I heard of on this Warren County roster. So 81 over there, that's actually offensive lineman number 72, Devin Jordan. He's a captain down there.
81?
72 on the roster. Devin Jordan is wearing number 81 tonight.
Okay.
And they had 12 as listed as Clay Thompson, but that was online. He is number 3 on the roster here tonight, so we are good. That's a quarterback.
Okay.
Number 3, Clay Thompson.
No other changes then?
That's as far as I know. That is what they told me. So
looks like Pioneer's going to get that ball first, Anthony.
Come out and we'll see what the sophomore quarterback can do. We saw 2 sophomore quarterbacks last week, and both of them played pretty well for sophomores, I would say.
First time I've ever seen Cookeville in this gray look.
Yeah, these gray uniforms.
The gray unis.
I kind of like them. I'm liking them.
I do too. I love the white numbers.
Yeah, I like the numbers as well.
To an announcer, those white numbers, that is sweet.
Oh, yeah, you can see everything.
You can see them, and they are big.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. As big as that font is, that's going to make it easier
Greg
on us.
Staldemeier was having a tough time with Eastern last night, and he quoted about it. They had the black on black, and you just, with a white trim, just a little bit around the numbers.
Oh, that's real rough.
Oh, it is. Pioneers make their entrance to the far side of the field.
Warren County Pioneers.
And here comes the Cookeville Cavaliers as they prepare to run through their tunnel and their banner. Kind of getting a little gimpy, or a little Not
Tennessee.
gimpy. What am I looking for? Chippy. Getting a little chippy here before we get out.
Anxious, chippy, ready to go hit somebody in the mouth.
Here we go. The Cavaliers. There's the cannon. I think there's been some old war stories about that cannon.
Yeah, of course. Every time Cookeville scores, you're going to hear the cannon tonight, folks.
Yeah, we'll have to keep the audio up on that. We'll keep a little band background noise in there for you. So Pioneers are going to get the ball first. What do you want to do? You just want to set up and take.
You want to get first thing you got to do is you got to get your sophomore quarterback comfortable out there because everything's going to start with him. You got a big time receiver in number 6, Eric Haywood, but in order to get him involved, you're going to have to get your tailback involved first. He was also a sophomore, number 1, C.J. Taylor. That's what I'm saying. They've got some seniors on that offensive line, so they're going to go as far as they'll take them offensively.
Not a lot of height with this quarterback, kids. He's only 5'10" and $150, and is a sophomore.
And the offensive line has some size as well, so seeing over that line, it'll be tough. It's a tougher job than you think, but of course, Drew Brees, he's a shorter quarterback, and look at where he's at now.
Number 10, Ian Fitch, is the kicker for the Cavaliers as he gets ready to put the ball on the tee just at the 40-yard line. Anthony, gaze back there and tell me who's back to receive.
Look, number 6, Eric Haywood back there, looks like to me, and overstanding on the 20-yard line, it looks like number 2, Dante Elam.
Here we go, Anthony, third broadcast of the year. Sam joins us. We're getting ready to get underway. And the kickoff time is 7:02 here in Putnam County, Cookeville, Tennessee. He's going to kick it in the end zone. First and 10. Yeah, first and 10 from the 20.
So we'll see what this Warren County offense comes out and how they'll look. They've got some multiple sets.
A few little logistics worked out.
Cookeville defense.
Yep.
Coming out.
And here we go, starting from the 20.
They like to run that 3-4. They'll go with a little bit of 3-3 stack as well.
Quarterback number 3, Clay Thompson.
And the quarterback operates out of a shotgun with a single back. And a simple handoff. Bringing it to this side, pushed out of bounds. That looks to be number 6, Eric Haywood.
Yeah, they'll move him all around the offense. He'll play in the backfield some. Hayworth, that's Hayden Hayworth in on the tackle. The senior defensive back. Haywood will move all around on the offense. They'll do whatever they can to get the ball in his hands.
Ball on the 25. It's 2nd and 5 now for the Pioneers. It's Clay Thompson operating the Pioneer offense. I think a little miscommunication there, Anthony.
Yeah, fumbled the snap. It looked like he kind of tripped over his own feet right there, and he's going to put him in a 3rd and 7 situation. We'll see if they'll try to air this one out.
Once again, we know very little about both these teams. We'll try to bring you all the action as we roll along. Clay Thompson is the quarterback for the Pioneers. He's operated out of a shotgun. He's handed it off once, and they had a little miscommunication on the second one. Here we go. Got a slot man on that far side. And they go right back to number 6. Haywood is going nowhere.
That was a multitude of gray jerseys getting to the football, but they were led by that big nose tackle, 315-pound senior Spencer Holland.
Yeah, and along with number 26 and 30. 26 is Rob Bontrager, and number 30 is Clay Massengill. I don't know how many Massengills there are. There was one that played for Tennessee Tech when I was in college, so that tells you how many Massengills there are. Punt, nice punt, Anthony. Number 5, he touched it. That's a live ball, kids. Jaden McAllister. Number
I don't think they're saying he touched it. It was close, though.
Boy, it looked like it on my screen.
Looked like he wanted to field that ball and dodged himself out of the way at the last second.
Correction, I think that was number 8, Braden Nivens. Let's get our first look at Cavalier ball. And Jimmy Maynard.
Yeah, a little bit of a new look on offense, but of course they're going to try to run the football early.
Number 19, Blaine Espinoza. And he's got a single back. And he's going to hand it off to him. Right up the middle. Ooh, nice pickup. First down, then some. That's number 5, Jaden McAllister. Looks like he may go to the end zone. He's going to. Touchdown, Jaden McAllister. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
What a run right there for McAllister. I tell you what, they're trying to go up the gut right there. There was a missed tackle by number 11, Eli Buchanan, in the backfield. Once he slips through that tackle and gets to the sidelines, he dances all the way to the end zone. A good stiff arm on number 7, Raven Lewandowski. Gets it in for 6.
63-yard run, wasn't it, Anthony?
Yeah, 63 yards.
PAT attempt in order. Your holder is number 19, the quarterback Espinoza, and the kicker number 10, Ian Finch. As he splits the uprights, 7-0, Cookeville Cavaliers.
I just got done talking about how Warren County looked like they had cleaned a lot up defensively, and then right there on that carry, they had him in the backfield. That should have been a loss of 2 right there. And when you have missed tackles like that with a tailback with that kind of speed, bad things will happen.
Correction, that was a 67-yard run.
Coming back out on this drive, Warren County, of course, 3 straight handoffs to Eric Haywood. Total of 2 yards on that last drive on 3 carries for him. So, as I said, if they're going to have success running the football, that big offensive line has got to get things going.
Tom Moore is the head coach of the Pioneers.
Set to return the kickoff. Number 1, C.J. Taylor. Number 11, Eli Buchanan. And number 8.
This may get ugly, Anthony. Finch set to kick off, and he does.
This one returnable by number 2 right there. That's Dante Elam.
No, it's number 8, Anthony.
8.
It's number 8, Aaron Myers, the 6', 170-pound senior. And that's
Massengale on the special teams tackle. That's his 2nd of the night already in just not even 2 minutes.
1st and 10 now for the Pioneers. As it looks like they'll start just about at the 25-yard line, 24. Let's call it the 24. Here we go from the 24. Almost where they started. They started at the 20. Here we go. From the 24. Clay Thompson now gets back up underneath the center. Going to stick to the ground game. He runs into a wall of Cookeville Cavaliers. Help me out with those tackles, Anthony.
It was number 3 right there on the stop for the Cookeville Cavaliers. That's Cooper Norrod. 3 very talented linebackers. That is something about Cookeville. They lose Michael Scavo, but they get a lot back defensively at that linebacker position. It's a really good linebacker core.
Pickup of a couple puts the ball just about on the 26.5, and now they're going to need a 2nd and 8 to get this one going.
2 receivers down here at the bottom of your screen.
The lone back, the man in the slot, back to the ground game, straight up the middle. Haywood on the carry.
Massengale in on the tackle.
Now they're in that 3rd down situation again, Anthony.
And what we saw last time, they tried to go right up the gut all 3 times. First 5 plays of the game, that's all they've done. So I wonder if they put it in the air here.
Ball marked at the 27-yard line, but it's 3rd and 7 for the Pioneers. They need to do something quickly if they want to keep this drive alive.
Pistol set here.
Number one,
C.J. Taylor, the sophomore, 5'11", 185 pounds, does not get the first down, maybe picks up a couple. It's going to make it 4th and 6, Anthony.
He had a lane there off tackle, but that was good pursuit right there by outside linebacker Rob Bontrager to get over there and make the stop, and Cookeville's going to get the football back again.
Yeah.
2 drives, we'll call it 6 yards so far on the night for Warren County. We had 1 play and 67 yards for Cookeville.
And look who's back to receive, Jaden McAllister, a guy that is not scared to run. He already found the end zone.
Yeah.
Did we hear the cannon on that last one?
We did. Okay. We did hear the cannon. It's explosive kid. They've got talent on this roster. Like I said, we just don't know who it is yet.
McAllister rides around the 50-yard line. Here we go. McAllister calls for the fair catch, and he hit him. That's going to be a flag.
15-yarder right there.
Stupid move. Sorry, that's not dumb. That's stupid. You know better than that. Dante Elam, number 2, hit him. They're going to get 15 more.
Yeah, they're going to start the drive with great field position here and
in Pioneer territory.
Yeah, what you got to do tonight if you're Warren County, no turnovers. You've got to play fundamental football, and you cannot make mistakes if you're going to beat a team of this caliber.
Absolutely. Somebody needs a haircut. Here we go. 1st and 10 now for the Cookeville Cavaliers. Your quarterback once again is number 19, Blaine Espinoza. Espinoza with Jaden McAllister, but he gives it to number 6, Stockton Owen. Owen, first down, then some, up to, he's about the 26, 27, he gets dropped at the 30-yard line, and he's dropped quickly.
He was eventually brought down there by Dante Elam, but again, some missed tackles. They were broke 2 tackles on that run right there. Turned a 10-yard run into a 17-yard run.
Correction, balls at the 30. Chain gang moves. Boxman resets. Fresh set of 4 given to the quarterback. Blaine Espinoza fakes McAllister, and they complete it out to the flat.
Incomplete.
Sorry. Number 8, Braden Nivens was the intended receiver.
Dante Elam there on the coverage. It was a little hitch route right there, a curl drag, whatever you may call it. Call it different things in other parts of the country.
Got a flag on the play, Anthony. Let's wait to see what this call is. As Ben Lawson wears the white hat and makes all the decisions, as my brother continues to try to keep the camera in line. Thank you, sir. Ben.
Had an ineligible man downfield.
Well, that'll hurt. That's a loss of down, isn't it?
Don't believe it's a loss of down.
Okay. Still first down, 1st and 15. And ball marked just almost at the 35-yard line.
If you're Warren County right here, you still got quite a little bit of field position to play with to keep them out of field goal range here. Got to come out and get a 3 and out.
Jaden McAllister to the left of Espinoza. He lets McAllister have it, bringing it to this right side, to the 30, up to about the 25-yard line.
He's brought down on the play right there by number 54, Noah Martin.
2nd down. Let's call it 2nd and 6.
Martin, the outside linebacker, playing on that far side of the field.
Espinoza operating out of the shotgun. Jay McAllister right behind him. Fake it to say, let McAllister have it, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage, Anthony.
That's Martin again on the stop, and he's been active tonight. That's his third tackle of the night right there. Not fooled on that play. The guard and tackle both pull going the other way. He's squeezing down the line. They try a little misdirection to catch him out of position, and he was not having it.
Jimmy Maynard's Cavalier team now in a third down situation in the first one of the evening. So it's 3rd and 7 now for the Cavaliers. Running play, so that clock continues to work through the first quarter.
Trips at the top of your screen.
He's got Cooper Nord to the left of him. He lets Cooper have it up the middle. That is not going to be a first down.
4-down territory right here, though. They're trying to set up
because you can't punt it.
For 4th down.
Yeah, you can't punt it. So the question is, do they have a special teams guy that can get it there? And it looks like they're going to choose Espinoza, and they're going to run a play. So it's a 4th down situation, 4th and 5.
And if I'm Warren County here, I go man coverage and I bring pressure right now. I send the house. I get after Espinoza because Espinoza's a big kid. He can run the ball if needed, but he's not a runner per se.
I'm Jimmy Maynard. I get the ball from Espinoza. I'm going to give it to McAllister, number 5, who's lined up on the left. 2-step, 3-step drop. Boom, finds him. That's number 1, Andrew Nash. It's going to be good enough for the first down, Anthony.
Yep, it's just a little slant option route right there. He ran out there, looked like he had a little bit of a choice. It's a good call right there because going against zone coverage, the receiver can kind of choose what he wants to do, and he beat the linebacker sitting out there in zone coverage.
Ball marked.
The fresh set of downs.
Yep, ball marked now at the 18-yard line. Fresh set of 4 given to Espinoza and the Cavaliers. As they just need to take their time and just score, Anthony. You're in position.
Yeah.
McAllister right behind Espinoza. They're strong right, and they're running on the right side. McAllister up through the middle. He picks up a good 7 yards.
Good tackle right there by Eric Haywood.
About to the 14.
Haywood playing center field or strong safety for the Pioneers right there. Possibly saved a touchdown. And I tell you what, this McAllister kid, boy, he hits the hole and he hits it fast. They've got to wrap him up.
Hand it off again to the right side. And that's number 4, Jacob Stamps. So several running plays with several different running people, Anthony. 5'10", 170.
C.J. Taylor, the nickel corner, coming in there to make the play. And what I've seen tonight also out of this Warren County defense is these nickel corners, they're physical. They've gotten their hands in there, and they're making a statement in this run defense as well. And with a 3rd and short here, we'll see what they decide to do.
3rd and a long one. The ball is marked just on the 9-yard line, and here we go with Espinoza. Espinoza keeps it himself and goes right up the gut. They're hitting him in the liver.
It'll be enough for the first down. They get him down to the 4-yard line. He was stopped by number 54 again on the play. That's Noah Martin.
Yeah, 55 and 64 were laying on him also.
And that little read option jet sweep right there. Espinoza saw the defensive end choose to go after the receiver, decided to keep it. Good little spin. They get a first down.
Jacob Stamps is behind Espinoza, and he lets Stamps have it right up the middle. Man, he hit that lineman hard. He wasn't scared of it. And the cannon fires as the Cavaliers score. Touchdown Cavaliers, touchdown Stamps.
Yeah, big, real powerful run there by Stamps. He just lowers his head. Noah Martin was sitting there getting ready to arm tackle him. And if a back's got a head of steam like that, you cannot arm tackle him. You've got to come at him and bring the power.
Espinoza to hold as Ian Finch steps off to get ready for the PAT.
No good.
The snap, the hold, the kick was ugly, but it's good. We're 14-0. Cookeville.
Got our first couple of scores.
All right, Judy the Beauty coming on in. Let's have them.
Franklin Ravenwood underway. 7-0 Franklin in that ball game.
Donnie Webb.
Alcoa 5 points away from a running clock. They're up 30-0 on Scott in the second quarter.
Touchdown Tornadoes.
CPA, the Lions have gotten up 7-0 on Smyrna in the first quarter. Cleveland, a field goal lead over William Blount at 3-0 in the first quarter of that ball game. Stewart's Creek up 6-0 on Overton High School. The Red Hawks off to a pretty good start so far this year. White Station up 7-0 on Christian Brothers. Blackman has a 7-0 lead on Coffee County.
Awesome, Judy. Awesome. We got all our scores in and an update to our fans, as we appreciate her doing that. Very efficient. Or she's a woman. She should be efficient. Anyway, Ian Finch is the kicker for the Cavaliers with 3:16 left to go here in the first quarter. Pioneers need to do something.
Yeah, you got to come out
because this game could unravel quick.
You need to wait till after the play.
He scoops it. Ooh, nice hit.
That Massengale right there was not going to have any of that.
Andrew Nash on the return.
Big physical tackle right there, number 5 already for Massengale on the night. And, yeah, if you're Warren County right here, I've seen a lot of the same things. It's been Bob. It's been a Ben Power. We're getting Bob big on big, of course. You're just running it right up the gut. A bend power. You're going to pull a guard. I think they made, if I'm them, I try to mix it up a little bit. You're not having any success up the gut. So try and see if you can set up some combo blocks and get that running game going.
Yeah, and I don't know if putting the ball in the air is the solution. Ball on the 19.
Right up the gut, nothing doing.
Yeah.
Number 54 right there on the stop. That's Cameron Caudill, the junior defensive end for the Cavaliers.
Haywood, number 6 on the run. Going to bring up second down, Anthony, and it's 2nd and 10. Boy, I tell you what, Clay Thompson, the sophomore quarterback, really needs to try to get this group going. Rolling to this side of the field. He lets it go.
Incomplete.
Yeah.
That's number 8. Braden Evans on the coverage right there. They try to get it out to the H-back in the slot. Nothing doing, and we're going to have another 3rd and long.
Yep.
Even if you don't get points on the board in this drive, if you're Warren County, you got to at least get a first down right here.
3rd and 10 now for the sophomore quarterback, Clay Thompson, as he operates out of the shotgun. Looked like it was going to be reversed, but it's not. This kid's got some real estate. He's running. Looks like Haywood, number 6. He gets it up into Cavalier territory.
Finally run out of bounds right there by number 23. That's Hayden Hayworth. But I tell you what, Warren County right there, they needed something to happen, and they got it. Get them a little bit of momentum and show them, hey, we're here, we're playing football. It's still the
ball marked at the 26. Chain gang moves, and the box man resets. Pioneer saying we're not going away just that quickly. So the sophomore quarterback gets a little bit of confidence. Clay Thompson, as he gets the ball into Cavalier territory. Long wait for Tom Moore and that crew to get the play in. Not for sure if we got an official timeout. 2:27 left, so it's not the first quarter, and they're going to call timeout.
Tom Moore wants to talk things over.
Yep, he sure does.
And if you're Jimmy Maynard, you're telling your group right now, like, hey, look, they're still on the 26-yard line, still can't quite kick it from here yet. We've got a 2-score lead, so what we want to do here is buckle down, don't miss any tackles, play smart football, we'll get the ball back.
Yeah, and I mean, Jimmy's been successful, as long as he's had the ball, seems like he's been successful. And he hadn't had to punt yet. Anthony's wanting me to adjust the clock shot just a little bit.
And again, folks, we apologize. We cannot get on top of the press box here. We know there's a few heads in the bottom of the broadcast. We're doing the best we can with it. Up the gut right there, CJ Taylor, and nothing going. That's number 27, Cameron Harris on the stop right there. And the thing about Cookeville that they've been doing so well tonight is they've been shooting gaps, reading their keys defensively, and swarming to the football. There's every single time, except for the one long run, that I've seen a Warren County football player with the ball, there's been at least 5 tacklers.
2nd and 10, the ball is marked on the 26. The Pioneers have the ball and driving. Clay Thompson, the quarterback. We had some movement. That's going to be a dead ball false start. That's going to be still 2nd down and 15 as they're going to step that off. Yeah, honey, you're in the middle of our scoreboard clock. Like I said, we're just right in the middle of all the fans. Still 2nd down. Let's call it 2nd and 15 now for the Pioneers. Now they're going to hand it off to number 1, C.J. Taylor. C.J. Taylor gets some of that real estate back. It's going to be, about 3rd and 7.
Massengale able to wrap the legs up right there, and a lot better running the football this drive for Warren County. That offensive line has been able to set up some combos. They're not blocking one-on-one quite as much, and they're opening up some holes for these backs to do some damage.
Ball now just marked on the 23-yard line. Let's call it, let's stick with that 3rd and a short 7 or a long 6. Less than a minute. And they're not under any time constraint to score. It's just it's going to be the end of the first quarter.
Still the first quarter.
Right. They hand it off again. Dropped real quick by 27, Anthony. That was Haywood on the run, number 6.
Yeah, 27, Cameron Harris on the stop right there. Jimmy Maynard telling his kids, let's bring the house. They load the box. They blitz 7. Nothing you can do about that if you're Warren County.
Tom Moore's in a business decision right now as he's got to face with a 4th down.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th down and 7 to go.
You going for it, Anthony?
I think they may.
Yeah, I mean,
they got time. I think they're going to run the play clock out and go to the end of the quarter, give you a few more seconds to talk things over and see which kind of passing scheme you want to go with here on this.
Absolutely. Play clock's at 4, kids. So that's it. We're going to get out of the first. So at the end of the first quarter, Cavaliers 14, Pioneers 0. Like to thank our sponsor, John Jones Real Estate, Rutherford County's #1 real estate realtor. If you need a home, if you're looking to move, if you're looking to upgrade, whatever you may be doing as it's in the home real estate business, you need to contact John Jones Real Estate. Anthony, you got a couple of scores for me?
Before we get things going here in Cookeville, Blackman now up 15-0 on Coffee County, still in the first quarter of that ball game. Christian Brothers has knotted things up with White Station at 7 apiece. William Blunt, 7-3 lead on Cleveland now. They get the ball into the end zone.
Phillip.
Riverdale up 13-0 on the Siegel Stars now.
Will Kreisky, that's our boy.
Smyrna got themselves onto the board. They got 6 points, but CPA answers back. They're up 14-6 in that ball game.
Yeah, and that PAT may come in a big play later on, Anthony. You're always talking about those PATs.
You got to watch them coming later in a big-time game like that. That could play the difference. Special teams is special. We like to say it.
Pass into the dirt.
Yellow Hanky coming out. Might be a late hit on the quarterback there.
Ooh, that would not be good, Anthony. That would give.
I'd give Warren County the first down.
And some sweet field position, Coach.
We'll wait on Ben Lawson to make the call. Personal foul, roughing the passer, and that's going to move the sticks for Warren County after an incomplete pass.
Absolutely.
Cookeville shooting themselves in the foot a little bit here.
So now, you got 6, Eric Haywood. He's one of your best runners, and CJ Taylor.
Yeah.
I'm Tom Moore. I'm going with 6 and 1, and I'm going to keep it on the ground and not try to put it in the air and try to poke it in here.
Yeah, the most important thing is you're 12 yards out here. You're down by 2 scores. You've got to at least get some points on the board on this drive. Keep riding those hot backs. They've been great for you on this drive.
And who's he got to the left of him? That's number 6, Haywood. Rolling to that left side, through that kid's head. He passes it up in the air. Little Rich, the intended receiver, looked to be number 7, Raven Lewinsky.
Jacob Stamps, the safety, getting over there in coverage. And what he did there was he tried his best to take away that back shoulder fade. But
why get out of who you are? Why not just continue to run it? I mean, why would you go to that? I mean, I guess
it was a little bit of play action right there. They're trying to catch him off guard right there with the play action. And the thing about that pass was he's rolling to the left, has to throw against his body.
Yep.
It's a tough throw to make.
Well, as the crowd moves around, we're dodging them. They'll go away after a while. Reverse, here we go. 8's got it. Aaron Myers.
Slung to the ground right there by number 27, Cameron Harris.
Elam.
A good job in pursuit on that play, chasing down the ball carrier well behind the line of scrimmage. Warren County just took themselves out of field goal position right here. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 24.
I would have stuck with it up the middle, using the same guys, or just a sweep and just try to get the yardage back.
Right up
Why
the gut.
Are you going with a reverse, and then you're going with that fade pass in the lower left-hand corner? Now you're in a 3rd down situation. It's 3rd and like 22, kids. And this is a sophomore quarterback, Clay Thompson, under pressure. Had a chance to get some points on the board, but may not. The handoff to 6, Haywood. Haywood on that left side.
Going to be taken down on the play. That's number 4, Jacob Stamps, and number 8, Braden Nivens, that finally run him out of bounds. It's going to be 4th and goal. I think they're going to try and kick it. No, they're going to go. Yeah, they are trotting the kicker out there.
Take the speed back, though, coach.
Trying to get this kicker for you.
That's almost blocked.
Knocks it through. Warren County gets themselves onto the board. It's 14-3 there, and you didn't get the ball in the end zone on that drive, but you found out, okay, if we're going to win this ball game tonight, we need to pound the ball up the gut. They had success with both Haywood and number one CJ Taylor going up the gut. That offensive line, they do good against the 3-3 stack and the 50 front if you can get combo blocks and open up the middle. That's where your backs are going to gash right through the heart of that Cookeville defense and do damage. So you know what you can do here. Now you got to talk to your defense and say, hey, get us a couple more stops, boys. We'll get into this ball game.
Yeah, I mean, if the Pioneers can get the ball back and then get something out of it, just something, whether it be 3, 6, whatever the case may be, they can stay in this thing. If they don't try, they got to hang around, Anthony. What I guess I'm trying to say, because Cookeville seems to be scoring points. So if I'm Cookeville, I'm just saying to them, try and stop me from scoring. It's the old Spurrier. I'm not running up the score. I'm just going to see if you can stop me from scoring.
Absolutely. If you're Cookeville offensively, keep your foot on the gas here.
Yep.
You've had a great first couple of drives against a much improved defense from last season.
And this is the first time, I guess, we've seen the Pioneers kick off. Looks like number 10. Wow, what a gap.
He's going to score, Stork.
Stockton Owen, touchdown Stockton Owen, touchdown Cavaliers. What did we say? Play Cavalier ball. Owen.
Yeah, that's something that Coach Jimmy Maynard, he is always prepared on special teams. They made a couple of big-time special teams plays last year. right there, Warren County.
Got blocking in the back. Whoa, we got blocking in the back. And that's going to occur right at about the 12-yard line. So they're going to back it up 10 from the 12, put it just about on the 22. It'll be 1st and 10 Cavaliers. They're going to have to step this off.
Couple of big penalties right there.
Here we go. Blocking in the back. You're going to see that, kid. That's a 10-yard penalty.
They had the
bingo.
There it is. Ben Lawson makes the call.
They step it off. They're going to be right around the 22 as they mark the ball, and that's where we'll start.
They just had a penalty that put points on the board for Warren County, and they take points off the board themselves right there. But Warren County, they're not at home. They weren't in their lanes. They expose them. It was a good special teams play, but all for naught now.
Great crowd on both sides of the field.
Folks came over from McMinnville tonight.
Absolutely. So we got a great one going on here between the Cavaliers and the Pioneers. And they give it up the middle to number 5, Jaden McAllister.
Again,
about 4 or 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Brought down again by Noah Martin on the stop. Martin's 5th tackle of the night. Been all over the football field for the Pioneers.
Let's go 2nd and 5. Once again, the quarterback's number 19, Blaine Espinoza. Back to McAllister. McAllister, boy, slung to the ground, Anthony, by number 3.
It's Clay Thompson, the quarterback, right there on the tackle. Of course, Warren County, not quite as much depth. They got a lot of kids playing both sides of the football right here.
Chain gang moves. Bachman resets. Ball's on the 11-yard line. Espinoza in control of the drive. He's got McAllister right behind him, and he goes right back to him. McAllister digging, running, turning, trying to get a couple of yards. He picks up, let's say, 4 yards. Let's call it, 2nd and 6. Ball's going to be right somewhere around the 7-yard line. Anthony, take it away.
Shifty couple of moves right there. He breaks a couple of tackles, and that's been the thing that's been hurting Warren County defensively is these missed tackles tonight. If they make the tackle right there, number 10 was back there. That's Bryson Elrod. They lose 4 yards. Instead, they gain 4.
I'm Jimmy Maynard. I'm just going to keep pounding it. It's working. Espinoza keeps it himself, goes right up the middle. Wow. He's going to get it up to about the 3-yard line.
Martin had to wrestle him down to keep him out of the end zone. Espinoza, like I said, he's not a runner, but he is a runner, if it makes sense. He's a guy that he'll stick his head down and he'll get you a couple yards if need be.
He sees that gap, Anthony. He sees it and he knows when to go.
And he'll attack, exactly.
So ball's on the 3-yard line.
3rd down right here. Warren County got to buckle down. Backs against the wall.
Stamps is behind Espinoza.
Jumbo set. Ball's on the ground. And Warren County got it back. Fumble was recovered right there by number 13, Edward Carroll. They muffed the handoff right there was all that was.
Boy, don't you know Jimmy Maynard's spitting mad.
Yeah, because you had a big return, and then the penalty shot yourself in the foot.
Work hard to get that far, get it that close.
And then you get a turnover right there. So Warren County, heart's still beating. They're still in the ball game.
Absolutely.
8:20 left in the 2nd quarter of this one.
The only thing is the sophomore quarterback is going to start, a little bit deep into, the Cookeville.
Yeah, and right here, honestly, it kind of plays into what you've been doing good tonight, though. You've been running the ball up the gut well. Back here against your own end zone, that's what you got to do. You got to give yourself some breathing room.
Clay Thompson reaches up underneath the center. 1st and 10. They're going to hand off to that left side. He's looking for a little running room. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Goodness me, and it looks like
Bontrager in there on the stop, another linebacker.
And that was Haywood on the run, so let's give him a yard. Let's call it 2nd and 9.
Get it out past the 5-yard line, though. Not a very big gain on that play, but an important gain because you're not quite as far backed up against your own end zone here. Taking their time in the huddle.
So Haywood is behind Clay Thompson, sophomore quarterback. He's only 5'10", $150 back there. Miscommunication. Haywood's running. Whoa, did he get the 1st down? Close to it. I know he was hit by number 23, Anthony.
Yeah, that was They threw the chains down. Yeah, they're going to give him the first down. It looked like right there, Haywood might have thought he was supposed to go one way and ended up going the other, but made something out of it, and Warren County moves the sticks.
Cookeville checks in their number 1 player. That's Andrew Nash.
Pistol set again.
Or correction, number 1, C.J. Taylor. I'm sorry, for the Pioneers. Got backwards there. And that's who they let have it, C.J. Taylor. He's going nowhere.
Give him a couple of yards on the carry.
26 and 38, Anthony.
But I tell you what, this is what Warren County's wanting to do. They want to get a couple of yards and keep on gashing them. Keep on, you want to wear this Cookeville defense down.
Yeah.
Another guy trotting onto the field right there for Cookeville at defensive end. That's number 86, Fort Hunter. That's a cool name. I like that, Fort Hunter.
You can name your first kid that. Yeah. Here we go. That's number 6.
Nowhere to go again.
Haywood.
And like we've heard all night, 4 or 5 gray jerseys flocking to the football to make the tackle again.
So
charge was led by Massengale, though.
3rd and 7 now for the Pioneers. They really need a big play. I'd either go with C.J. Taylor or I'd go back and I'd say to Eric Haywood. He's got Haywood back there. Number 6.
Coming under center.
They're going to be strong right kids with twins down here by us. Fakes it to Haywood, rolling to this side. Play action. Throws it out of bounds.
Nothing there. Nothing there. It was a smart play there by Thompson.
Yeah.
Throw it out of bounds. We took some time off the clock. The important thing is our defense didn't give up any points down back here. Punter's been having a good night. Let's flip the field over and play defense again.
Punting is an offensive play, as Coach Creasy has always taught us.
That's number 18, Aaron Ashburn, back there to punt.
He's just a freshman. He's 6'3". 6'3", $180.
A big old kid for a 14-year-old.
As he stands on the Cookeville 5-yard line. He wants a good snap if he's a freshman. A little nervous here. Low snap, takes 1 step. Nice. Gets rid of it. Fair catch. And Cookeville will start at the 45-yard line. Their own 45-yard line. 1st and 10. 6 minutes left. Plenty of time. If you're Jimmy Maynard, you know what to do.
Well, you got to remember, as we're drawing closer to the end of this first half, you're going to get the ball back after halftime as well. So this is the time, if you're Jimmy Maynard, to make it a 3-possession game and really put the pressure on Warren County right here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Got some scores for us. Be ready when we get that first break. All righty, the quarterback is Espinoza, number 19. Got official timeout.
Okay, we're going to get a little bit of a break.
Ben Lawson, I called it.
All right, Cowboy.
I called it. I called that one.
All right. Moore County and Cornersville, scoreless. Defensive ball game so far.
Hanging in there. Come on, Coach Dobbs.
Blackman up 23-0 on Coffee County.
We called that. That was the easy one to call.
Christian Brothers takes the lead 14-7 on White Station.
Just play discipline, Tommy.
So Smyrna had scored at our last update, and they kicked the extra point, so it's 14-7 now.
Okay.
So that was a fresh score that she gave us. It was literally right as they went into the end zone. Stewart's Creek up 14-0 on Overton. Riverdale up 19-0 on Siegel. Alcoa is up 36-0 on Scott. Cornersville just scored. It is now 7-0 in that ball game. Christian Brothers is up 21-7 on White Station. Thanks again, Judy, for the scores.
Boy, Judy the Beauty is firing in there. We love it. Here we go. Espinoza gets off to Jay McAllister.
Woo! What a hit right there. That's number 6 right there, Eric Haywood coming across the field, and boy, he picked the wrong time to cut back right there. Haywood, great pursuit, lowers the head. That's a textbook tackle right there. That's what coaches are teaching nowadays.
Knocked him out of his shoe.
Yeah, you keep your head up, lower the shoulders, roll the hips, and bring the arms through. That's exactly what he did right there.
2nd and 8 as the ball's marked just almost at the 42.5. Espinoza out of the shotgun. And number 5, Jaden McAllister's behind him. Fakes to McAllister. Espinoza in trouble catching heat. Espinoza tucks it and runs. And he gets up to about the 27-yard line and picks up the first down and then some, Anthony.
Again, another one of those elusive carries right there for Espinoza. Not a runner, but he is a runner. They drop back on play action right there. He notices a lane and nobody's open. Tucks it. Gets a first down.
They move the ball around. As about 5 yards a little rich there. Ball's on the 29. 1st and 10 now for the Cookeville Cavaliers.
Clock's going to wind down under 5 minutes before they snap this.
Espinoza in the shotgun. McAllister right behind him. You want to go to the ground game here. And now he fakes it. Little screen dump. Woo! Boy, what a beautiful offensive play as he gets it over to Cooper Nord.
Yeah, that was a really good. They go play action and they throw the ball to the slant route, heading the other way. A little misdirection right there. It fooled everybody except Eric Haywood, who made the stop. And Warren County backed up again. Of course, they forced the turnover last time. Let's see what they can do with it here.
Ball's on the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 now for Espinoza and the Cavaliers. Jimmy Maynard's getting close to putting 6 more on the board.
I think they're. If I'm him, I continue to ride Jaden McAllister right here.
That's who he's got right behind him. And he fakes it to McAllister. Espinoza keeps it. Espinoza flips. Close. About at the 2-yard line.
Wow. Number 1 right there, C.J. Taylor on the stop. And I tell you what, that was kind of looked like John Elway in Super Bowl 32 getting helicoptered a little bit right there. Espinoza, a big kid, a real tough run right there. And smelling the end zone, just barely gets denied.
2nd and 1, he gets the first down. Second and 2, he gets a touchdown. So let's see what Espinoza does. McAllister.
Nothing doing right there.
I'd almost gone quarterback sneak. I mean, I know it's kind of predictable, but I'd have gone back to my quarterback, Espinoza.
Martin on the stop yet again. Another 3rd down, and it's for some reason so far for Cookeville tonight, they got the ball right there, and they are knocking on the door, but they just cannot connect.
No.
You've got to punch it in when you're inside the 5.
Yeah, you've got. Yeah, I mean,
but you're in
the red zone. You're in the red zone. That's what it's called. You're to score.
Yeah, you got to credit this Warren County defense as well. They've done great inside the 5. These big guys up front, entire front 7 is buckled down. Espinoza
and McAllister.
Going to call timeout. Jimmy Maynard wants to talk it over.
He wants this 6. You're reading him right, Anthony.
It's a good timeout right here. It's a great timeout because you want to go over it and you want to make sure we've got the right set because inside this 5, you've got to put it in the end zone.
Right.
A couple more scores for you folks while we got a quick timeout. Smyrna clawing their way back in. They're down by 1 possession now. It's 21-13 in that ball game. That one might come down to it.
We said that would be a heck of a ball game. In fact, we tried to take our broadcast there. Unfortunately, Smyrna Bulldogs not very cooperative, but let's move on.
Yep, and Franklin and Ravenwood still knotted up at 7. Coach Rankin's going to have a running clock in the second half. We'll just leave it at that.
Alcoa. F5's hit over at Scott.
Blackman getting ready to. They score one more. They'll have a running clock in the second half. It's 29-0 in that ball game. Siegel gets themselves on the board. It's now 19-6 in that ball
game. So Michael Copley
another
back.
Fresh score real quick. Blackman now up 30-0.
They're close.
Take the extra point.
They're close. Let's see what they do. Espinoza right behind it, right into the end zone.
That was just like you said. When you're right there with that big of a quarterback and a center in the center and the 2 guards who had a heck of a ball game tonight, why not just sneak it? And they do right there. Punches it into the end zone.
And a chance to make it 21. Ian Finch comes onto the field. Espinoza is the holder in case he gets in a little trouble. It is just a yummy night here in Cookeville, Tennessee. And he busts it 21-3. It's been all Cookeville, Anthony.
Yeah, and right here, if you're Warren County, I think you got to kind of push the issue because you're not going to get the ball back
at the start of the second half.
And it's a 3-possession game right now.
You need these 3 minutes, and you need to go, brother.
Get at least some kind of points right here. Even if it's a field goal, it still will bring it down to a 2-possession game. You got to get some sort of points right here. You definitely have to push the issue if you're Coach Tom Moore.
Well, and the reason why is Tom Moore's not scoring quick. We've already seen a half of him. He's not scoring quick.
No.
So you don't want to get too far deep in the second half. That's the reason why I was saying right now, kids, he's got to go. And the reason why is he's not a quick scorer. If he could get 3, get 6, get 7, get something out of this, it draws him that much closer, because if not, it could get really unraveled quick. If Cookeville puts another 6, 7 on him, it's going to get away from him, and then the morale factor sets in.
And another thing, too, that you got to remember is you've got half as many players on that sidelines as you do Cookeville, and the later and later we get into this ball game, fatigue will set in.
Wear them down, as they say. Wear them down. Finch.
Ball going over the Spirit fingers into the end zone.
Start at the 20. So it'll be 1st and 10. He's going to make Tom Moore's Pioneers drive 80 yards.
See if we got any
movement on them scores.
Smyrna fixing to tie the ball game. It is now 21-20. That score actually comes courtesy of my father.
Good deal. Yeah, just slide down. Yeah. Got some kids that are.
Hey.
Anthony's getting some of the big guys involved. I'm going to play-by-play. Let's play football. Once again, Cody Thompson, flag on the play. Ooh. He handed it off to Clay. Clay kept it himself. Madison Gill was on the tackle. See what the penalty is. Battling kids' heads. We just don't have that much room here. Illegal procedure called against the Pioneers. It's going to be 5 yards, so let's just step it off. It's going to be 1st and 15. Go ahead and move the ball. I thought he pointed. Well, he pointed. Why is that's been declined? Okay, so it's 2nd down. They're taking the down away from them. Here we go. So the box man moved around on me. Let's call it 2nd and 9 and get back to action as the ball's on the 21-yard line with 2:50 left to go here in the first half.
Only one timeout remains for Warren County, folks. Keep that in mind.
Clay Thompson is the quarterback, and he's got Haywood back there.
Somebody just burned a timeout.
Ooh.
And it was Tom Moore, so he no longer has a timeout, but he's got 2 minutes and 40 seconds to play with here. So thing you're going to have to keep in mind now if you're Warren County.
You got to get out of bounds.
Yeah, you got to get out of bounds. So if I'm Tom Moore, and if I'm Jimmy Maynard, I'm going to run some cover 2, some cover 3, get some of those linebackers out in the flats, covering that outside of the field. You tell your safeties, sit in a chair, play center field in case they try to bust something up the seam with a tight end. But if you can, wrap them up, tackle them in bounds, because it'll keep that clock rolling, and they can't stop it now.
And like we said, they're not a team that just generally scores really fast.
It's kind of old school looking so far out of them. They're a team that's going to run the ball and milk the clock and slowly and surely make their way down the field until they can get points out of the drive. No quick hitters for them so far.
Do you blitz?
Absolutely, yeah. If you want to bring a linebacker or 2, I don't send the house, but if you bring 1 or 2, maybe do some twists or stunts on the defensive line as well.
He gives it to Haywood on that left side, and Haywood's going nowhere. Met by number 30, Anthony.
Yeah, it's Massengale again. He's almost up to 10 tackles here in just the first half.
Double-digit tackles for Massengale. Third and 8, Anthony, as the ball's marked at the 23.5. There's 2:14. Clock is rolling. I mean, look, What's Cookeville going to do? They're going to try to get the ball back and put 6, 7 more on.
Exactly. You know what they're going to – this is the down where they're going to blitz because five times out of 6, Warren County's going to run the football right here.
They fake it to Haywood. He's rolling to this side. Incomplete. Fourth down.
Stop the clock. See, that's why I said 5 times out of 6 you run the football on 3rd and long when you're down like this.
Okay.
Because it keeps the clock rolling to where Cookeville has to burn a timeout before you punt it away.
Yeah, because you don't want them to get the ball back and have a big bunch of time.
At this point, 3rd and long, we've had one big play that's gotten us a first down all night. If I'm Tom Moore, I say, okay, let's run the ball. More than likely, we're not going to get this first down, so let's run the ball, force them to burn timeout.
The return man for the Cookeville Cavaliers rides back on his 50-yard line. That's number 5, Jaden McAllister. 152.
Return the punt. Number 18, Aaron Ashburn.
Ashburn gets it away. McAllister's going to fare. Oh, he's going to take off with it. What a move. Wow. He's going to get it up to just about the 38-yard line.
Boy, and it looked like he was dead to rights right there. Number 11 for Warren County, Eli Buchanan, taking off up the field unblocked and had a kill shot, and he just missed him. McAllister with a great move right there to get out of danger and give Cookeville some pretty decent field position. And with 2 timeouts, you might could get you some points. You got 1:39 to play with here.
Espinoza will start from his own from the Pioneer 38. 1st and 10 now for the Cavaliers. 2-step, 3-step drop. Jimmy Mater wants 6 more, and they complete it. And who they get it to, number 8, that's going to be Braden Nivens.
Edward Carroll on the tackle right there. Just a straight 4-man rush and zone coverage right there out of Warren County. Blaine Espinoza, if you give him all day to throw the ball, he is going to find somebody.
2nd and 1 now for the Cavaliers as the ball rides just on the 28.5. Clock stops, so $1:33. Jimmy Mater's got plenty of time, in the Cookeville Cavaliers looking to put this one in the end zone. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty. That's going to be illegal procedure. You got it, Anthony. Anthony over here making that motion. So it's going to be 2nd and let's call it 7.
Yeah, and right here especially, cannot have penalties right here. Every yard of field position matters right now because this could be the difference of them having the ball on the 5-yard line and burning your last time out with 2 seconds, or having the ball on the 10-yard line. Makes it a little bit harder of a kick.
Well, those are baby steps because it looks like it's 2nd and 6 instead of 2nd and 7. So let's roll with it. Espinoza in the shotgun. Pulls it from the belly, looking downfield.
Got him.
And completes it to number 6, and that is Stockton Owen.
Safety Haywood right there bid on the play action, took a couple of steps forward, and he was out of position and couldn't get back there enough to get on Owen, and Owen does a good job of going back to that football.
Chain gang moves, box man resets, balls at the 14-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Cavaliers as Espinoza's in control. Not in any hurry whatsoever. He's got McAllister kind of dancing, trying to figure out which side he's going to get on. He's going to get on that right side. Espinoza, he's got McAllister out in the flat, but he doesn't want him. Wow.
Beautiful drive, beautiful throw, perfect execution right there for Cookeville.
Andrew Nash, touchdown.
2-minute offense.
Touchdown Nash, touchdown Cookeville Cavaliers.
Beautiful job of running that 2-minute offense right there. They make good throws. They recognize, okay, hey, Warren's not bringing any pressure right now. If we want to throw it over the middle of the field, let's throw it over the middle of the field. Why not? We got 2 timeouts to play with. Just a great job of execution right there by that Cookeville offense.
Ian Finch wants 1 more, and he gets it. That's going to make it 28-3, Anthony.
See if we got any scores coming in while we got a break.
Our cameraman's doing a much better job. We'll give him a B for the first half. And he drove all the way from Louisville, and here I am abusing him. Take it away, Anthony Fiorella.
Blackman up 39-0 on Coffee County. Not quite to halftime yet in that ball game.
We can't run the clock, kids, till 3rd quarter, so they'll...
Stewart's Creek and Overton in quite the battle. It's 14-7 in the second quarter of that one.
Mookie Betts went to Overton High School, plays for the Boston Red Sox.
He sure did.
And can bowl, kids. He's bowled like 4 perfect games in his career. Mama can bowl and his daddy can bowl.
CPA up by 8 now on the Bulldogs. It's 28-20. They score a touchdown.
That's going to go right down to the end.
And Franklin gets a field goal to take the lead on Ravenwood, 10-7.
Well, those are 2 really good games. We cannot stream in Williamson County due to they do not allow it, and they couldn't make out the arrangements with Smyrna, but we knew both those games were just going to be killer. Finch, boom, right foot goes into the ball. It is returnable, but let's just take it at the 20. 1st and 10 from the 20.
Yeah, on a ball kicked that high in the air, you almost don't even want to field that if you don't have to, because it just gives that coverage team a couple more seconds to get down there and make a tackle. Warren County, no timeouts left. $1:07 to go.
I mean,
they do not get the football after halftime.
You got to do something. So what do, Anthony? Would you put it in the air?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
even though
you got to make something happen. You got to make something happen now. I mean, if you're too passive in this first half and
you'll get blown out. You'll get blowed out.
Just run it and go into halftime. You got to make something happen sometime, and what better time than now?
And you got to think, Jimmy Maynard's got a couple of timeouts. If they went and they ran the ball, then they call timeout. They could end up getting the ball back this close. He gives it off to number 1.
C.J. Taylor.
Yep, to that left side.
Brought down by number 25 for the Cookeville Cavaliers. That is Marcus Banks.
He picked up a couple, so let's call it 2nd and 8 now for the Pioneers. Clock continues to work. Ball now on the 23-yard line.
Warren County does not look very
enthusiastic about coming to the line, Coach.
Yeah, I think they're going to go ahead and take it and go into halftime. I'd try to throw the ball. At least on 1st and 2nd down, I'd try to throw the ball downfield.
Take a shot.
If you don't complete any of them, all right.
But overthrow if you need to.
You start running the ball with two downs to play with and 2 timeouts for Cookeville.
They go back with C.J. Taylor, number 1. He's a good-looking back as he picks up about 5-6 yards. It's going to be 3rd down.
Coach Maynard not going to burn a timeout. I think he's going to be content to go to halftime with a 25-point lead.
That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get out of the first half. We're going to take a break. We're going to let the bands perform, take a little break, and we'll come back with 24 minutes high school football here in Cookeville, Tennessee, Putnam County, and watch the Pioneers and the Cavaliers. We appreciate everybody joining us on Stork Vision, and we appreciate our sponsor, John Jones Real Estate. Nobody sells homes. All right, we just got an update in from Kentucky. Lightning has canceled the game due to lightning. It is scheduled to resume tomorrow at 11 a.m. and that's between Berea Community Pirates and Greene County. So my friends out of Mr. Tim Gentry from Lexington, Kentucky, letting us know. Actually, he's from Berea, but I'm sure he's in Lexington tonight. Tim, we're giving you a shout out. Anthony Fiorella, update us on the scores that matter.
3rd quarter in the Cleveland-William Blount game. Cleveland's up 11-7 in that one.
Boy, Phillips in a big one.
It's going to come down to the 4th quarter. I bet whoever has the ball last.
Yep.
Probably going to win the game. Alcoa is now up 50-0 on Scott. CPA is starting to pull away a little bit. It's 35-20. They're ahead on Smyrna. Halftime, Blackman up 42-0 on Coffee County. Riverdale is up 26-6 against the Siegel Stars. Franklin has opened up a 10-point lead on the Ravenwood Raptors. It's now 17-7.
So Donnie Webb's got a chance to be 2-1 after tonight, and that's what he was hoping that, he's hoping that they could have a good weekend and give me that Cornersville score. That's what you're getting ready to give me.
21-7 Christian Brothers in White Station.
Oh, no.
Last Cornersville and Moore County we heard it was scoreless. That's the last update I have on that one.
Judy efforting to try to get us those scores. Once again, we appreciate our sponsor. That's John Jones Real Estate out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Excuse me, 7-0 Cornersville over Moore County right now.
John Jones sells homes, one of the best real estate people. He is the only real estate guy you want to do business with in Rutherford County. John knows it all. He can build you one. He can find you one that's been previously lived in and loved. He's even got a moving truck he'll let you borrow if you close the home with him and run all your real estate needs through him. That's John Jones. You can follow him on Twitter at John Jones Real Estate. As we get ready to start the second half here between the Cavaliers and the Pioneers. Anthony, let's talk about this game that's in front of us. Okay, so you're Tom Moore. You're the head coach of the Pioneers. What'd you say to those guys at halftime?
Well, we found out we could run the ball up the gut.
Right.
We're going to have to get back to that. Defensively, you guys are playing well. You know, I know the scoreboard, you've given up 28 points, yes. But Cookeville's had some pretty dang good field position on each one of their drives. They've gotten a couple of stops, one up against their own end zone. They force a fumble, get the ball back. So right now, at this point of the ball game, if you're going to get it back into it, you tell your defense, let's get a 3 and out. Let's come out, make a statement. Let's get a big stop. Get the offense on the field, march down the field. Let's score, make it 28-10, and we'll go from there.
Anthony, you're Jimmy Maynard. What'd you tell him? Just keep your foot on the floor?
Keep your foot on the gas pedal. We're doing everything we want to do tonight offensively. We're giving them all they can handle, and at this point, it comes down to depth, you know. We've got talent on this football team. If I'm Jimmy Maynard, I'm telling them we've got a lot of talent all up and down this roster. They have half as many players as us. They're going to start getting tired. Don't let up. Keep going all the way until the final whistle. You're going to come out of here with a big win on homecoming.
And that's what you want. I mean, I'm not saying they scheduled this game with Warren County for homecoming. It's been a great contest so far. But at the end of the day, you want to win your homecoming.
Yeah, absolutely. It was, as you saw on at halftime, you know, the homecoming court and everything. It's a big night. You know, the kids are going to go out, and you definitely don't want to lose that game. It ruins the whole night.
Jaden McAllister, number 5, a man who's done a lot of damage in that first half, rides back just about on the 15-yard line. They also got number 6, Stockton Owen, back there.
Warren County trotting out to kick this one off. Only the second time the kickoff team's been out on the field for them. Of course, Jaden McAllister deep. You don't want to kick it to him.
No, if you can keep from it.
Number 6, Stockton Owen, also had a kickoff return for a touchdown that was called back. Owen's going to field it.
Yep.
He's got some blocks.
He's going to be pushed out of bounds. Yeah, right out about the 47-yard line. Ran out of real estate. Number 15 was there to push him out, and that's Seth Meeks.
Again, some pretty good field position to start the drive for Cookeville, though. And if you come out here, put 7 more points on the board, that'll really dampen the spirit of the Warren County Pioneers.
Here we go. First and 10 for Espinoza. Number 19, he is the quarterback. They've got number 27 in there at a tailback, and that's Cameron Harris. And they let Harris have it. He's fumbled it. He's fumbled it, Anthony, and Warren County has it. Pioneer ball.
Boy, and Harris had a pretty big lane right there. It looked like he was fixing to bust that one, but he bobbled the ball a little bit. It was just like the fumble they had earlier. Nothing really poked the ball out. He just kind of fumbled around with it, and it squirted out, and Warren County capitalizes on another big turnover right there.
Number 6, Haywood, was there on that fumble recovery. He is one of the money guys for the Pioneers. So now, first and 10, Pioneers. Pioneers, you want this one, Anthony.
Absolutely. This is the best field position you've had all night to start a drive. You've got to get this ball in the end zone right here.
Ball on the 43. Working out of the shotgun. It's Clay Thompson. Ooh.
What a hit.
What a lick.
What a hit right there. That's number 8. The corner, Braden Nivens right there, came on and absolutely walloped number 2, Dante Elam right there, and Elam was feeling it. He's going to stay on the sidelines right here on this play. Did a good job to hang on to the football, though, and get him positive yardage.
He was like a heat-seeking missile. Clay Thompson, number 3, the sophomore, 5'10", 150-pound quarterback, operates from under the center, looking to pass. Little Ridge. The intended receiver was number 11, Eli Buchanan.
Yeah, they had it there. They've a lot of these passes they've thrown tonight, they've tried to set up play action to kind of freeze those defensive backs, but Cookeville's done a good job of not biting on the play action right there and staying at home.
Third down now, Anthony. 3rd and 7.
Got to pick this one up.
Clay Thompson out of the shotgun. He's got Haywood to his left. Thompson keeps it himself. Almost. He got
just short.
Just short.
It's number 3 on the stop right there for Cookeville. That's Cooper Norrod. Outside linebacker did a good job of getting over there and stopping Thompson short of the sticks, and looks like they're going to punt the football.
Tom Moore calls for the punt team to come on out. You get the ball on a turnover, Anthony, you gotta capitalize.
Absolutely. If they capitalize on the first one, got a field goal out of it, but right here nothing.
Jaden McAllister's back deep as he rides somewhere around, I'd say about the 27-yard line. Timeout on the field, and Pioneers want to talk about it with 10:25 left to go in the 3rd. Let's get a score update. That's what we need to do. John Jones Real Estate is our sponsor of Stork Vision. We appreciate him. Take it away, Anthony.
Got you that Cornersville Moore County score.
Thank you.
Coach Dobbs is down 19-0 at the half, so he's got his work cut out for him.
Yeah, they're going to be fighting hard.
Cornersville, a good football team. That was, I believe, a quarterfinal team last year.
Absolutely, and you know, Dobbs mentioned that, and he's inside the headset. It's going to be the toughest battle that they had on the schedule, one of the toughest ones.
Riverdale has opened up a 33-6 lead over the Siegel Stars, so it looks like Coach Kreisky's on his way to win number 1 on the year.
He'll be 1-2, and Siegel will be 0-3, Coach.
Christian Brothers up 21-14 on White Station.
Trying to spit that bad taste out of Thomas McDaniel's
They're
mouth.
They're going to go for it here.
They pitch it to Haywood. Haywood running to this side. He's running out of real estate. He's not going to get it, Coach. Chased out of bounds, it looks like, by number 5. Jay McAllister.
Yeah, and right there on that toss play, what you're doing there, you pull your guard, your strong side guard, you pull your strong side tackle, and you get your tight end out there. You keep going to the sidelines, and as a running back right there, you're keeping your eyes upfield, and you've got to look and see, okay, there's my lane. I got to go and dart upfield right there now.
Okay.
Nothing going for him, though.
And now Cook Vegas takes over. It's Espinoza. Not for
They're
sure
going to have to burn the timeout.
Yep. Jimmy Maynard doesn't look pleased on the sidelines.
Some of the signals coming in from the sidelines, and Espinoza looked a little bit confused there.
Yeah.
But a good job there by the Cookeville defense to get the ball back. Again, on that toss play, you know, that running back is waiting, looking for a lane to cut upfield. And they did a good job of just running him to the sidelines, and there was nowhere for him to go. Good job of getting a 4 and out after they turned the ball over.
Right. Well, they run back out on the field, so apparently Jimmy Maynard got them straightened out very quickly.
Warren County still talking some things over.
Using all of that timeout to their advantage. Ball marked just at the 48-yard line. Once again, I'd like to appreciate my sponsor. That's John Jones. John Jones Real Estate. John Jones sells homes. Murfreesboro, #1 real estate broker. Espinoza out of the shotgun. And he gives it to number 5, Jaden McAllister.
That's another fumble. But I think they got it back.
What a kooky play.
Are they going to stay with the completion? I wonder if the refs may have a little conference. Nope, they're going to say Warren County football.
Pioneer ball.
Boy, and it's weird. All 3 of these fumbles tonight for Cookeville has just been guys carrying the ball, and it just squirts out for some reason. I wonder if
a little
maybe
moisture.
It did rain earlier, so I wonder if the conditions on the field. Footballs are a little wetter than normal. These managers certainly have their work cut out for them. Got to try to keep the footballs dry.
Tom Moore definitely getting a few more chances than he probably thought coming out of the locker room as he starts his third quarter with 10:05 left to go and in. So he swapped the ball a couple of ways and still no score.
I formation here for the Pioneers.
As the quarterback Clay Thompson operates up underneath the center, fakes it to Haywood, looking out to the flat, completes it.
Boy, and another big lick right there for number 8, Braden Nivens. And I tell you what, he has just been coming out here on a mission tonight to completely destroy anybody that touches the football.
Thompson hooks up with number 11, Eli Buchanan, to pick up 9 yards. So let's call it, 2nd and 1.
What impresses me is you don't really see cornerbacks that have closing speed and the ability to hit somebody like that.
He's got Haywood as a long back. Clay Thompson operates from underneath the center, and they do a stretch handoff straight up to Haywood, and he gets the first down. So the clock will continue to work. Chain gang will move. The box man will reset. Number 3 was on the stop.
Norrod, Cooper Norrod. But a first down right there for Warren County, and this is kind of looking like that drive so far. I know it's only been a couple of plays, but this is how that drive that they scored points on looked. It began just like this. If they can continue doing this, maybe we see them get some points on this drive and kind of narrow the gap.
Whoa, that could be a late hit, Coach. That could be a late hit.
Not going to throw the flag there, I don't think. Number 18 right there for Warren County. That's Aaron Ashburn. Just couldn't hang on to the football there. He was open. Good throw. Got to reel that one in. That would have been a gain of about 6 on that play.
2nd and 10 now for the Pioneers.
I'm sure he definitely heard the footsteps of Braden Nivens, though. That man has been on a mission tonight.
Absolutely. Ball marked at the 38. Haywood is the lone back. Clay Thompson, the buck 50 sophomore quarterback, is catching the heat. He goes down.
Massengale on the sack, and Jimmy Maynard brought the house right there. Those linebackers waited. And at the last second, good anticipation of the snap count right there. Creep up to the line of scrimmage, shoot through the gaps, and make the play.
Tom Moore's Pioneers is in trouble as Clay Thompson really going to have to put something together here.
Yeah, now you're going to have to. We need to see something out of this long to intermediate passing game for Warren County.
He's going to have a second level pass, Anthony.
We haven't seen that first down. Yeah, we haven't seen them go down the field at all so far tonight.
As I said before, need that second level pass. They're strong left, and they give it to Haywood up the middle, and Haywood's going nowhere. And now it's 4th down and 4th and 12. As the ball's marked at about the 36.
Number 4, Jacob Stamps, came up hobbling a little bit. He's still out there walking around, though. I think he'll be okay.
If you're Jimmy Maynard, do you try to apply a little heat toward this punter? It seems like he gets it away pretty good. You've got a good running back there with McFadden. McAllister, excuse me.
I don't know if I send the house after this punt. Just for the simple fact, I want McAllister to get some blocks. Maybe an illegal procedure here. Might back it up 5 more. Or they're going to move it up 5. It's an encroachment call.
So a little bit better real estate for the Pioneers as Ben Lawson calls the penalty against the Cavaliers, and the ball rides just on the 40-yard line with 7:40 left to go here in the third quarter. Still in punt formation. Jay McAllister, number 5, rides back just on his 35, and here's the punt. Nice high rolling punt. McAllister fair catches it. That's where the Cavaliers and Jimmy Maynard's squad will take over 1st and 10.
And if you're Jimmy Maynard right here, you need to tell these kids, hang on to the football.
Yeah.
Hang on to the football. 2 drives in a row where they've just had kids have the ball pop out and nobody's been around them or anything. They've just had it pop out. So get that thing high and tight and secure it before you take off running.
Jimmy Maynard sending in the final instructions with Espinoza as he trots out on the field along with number 4, Jacob Stamps. McAllister comes out, so that's one of the money guys off the field, and Stamps lines up to the right of Espinoza. Trips down here by us. They give it to Stamps. Stamps to the 35, to the 40, to the flag on the play, to the 50, to the 45, to the 45, 35, 30, up to about the 26-yard line. We got a flag back here.
This one's going to come back for a hold.
Is it?
There was a hold on the play.
Right on the line of scrimmage. Good call, Anthony.
It was down here at the bottom of our screen. One of the receivers out there, when the guy was trying to shed the block, kind of had his hand outside and gave him a little bit of a forearm shiver there. You can't really do that when you're blocking, so another big penalty against Cookeville. I know they're playing Warren County and they got a good lead right now, but this kind of concerns me because if you're playing a Blackman or an Oakland and things like this are happening,
boy, it'll really hurt you.
You may not be up 28-3.
Going to move the ball back to the 25-yard line. That holding is going to be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. They'll repeat that down. So 1st and 20. Espinoza from the shotgun. Boom. Oh, he had him. Coach.
It was that same play that they hit on earlier that was called back for a penalty, that play action, and they get that tight end going up the seam. That was that same play they did a lot of the time last year that they'd throw to Big Davin Dial. Safety right there has to recognize that. Hickman or Haywood, for Warren County.
2nd and 20.
You see that tight end take off up the seam, you better run with him because that's where the quarterback's eyes are going, right when he pulls the ball from the belly of the halfback.
Espinoza out of the shotgun. 2-step drop rolling up. He's going to keep it himself. He's coming up the middle through the 30, to the 35, to the 40, to the 45, to the 50, to the 45 of the Pioneers, and pushed out of bounds.
He's just done such a great job tonight of recognizing running lanes. You know, he hasn't had any designed keepers tonight, minus the quarterback sneak that he got himself into the end zone. But he looks downfield, takes his time, goes through his progression, and when nothing's home, he immediately shifts his focus to that offensive line. A couple of guys on the ground on the left side of the line, and he takes off through the hole. Pretty good little gain right there for Espinoza.
Haywood, number 6, was the guy that shoved him out of bounds. He's been involved in a lot of plays for the Pioneers.
I think that was his fault right there. He gets up, tapping his chest, and I think what he was supposed to do was turn and hand that ball off the other way. But
it looked good.
To his credit, it still looked good.
Looked sloppy in the beginning, but Espinoza makes something out of it. Really having a great game tonight. The senior quarterback, Blaine Espinoza.
Bad snap.
Bad snap. Espinoza could have go with a screen pass, and that didn't work either.
They call it incomplete. It was a forward pass.
We got a guy down on the far side of the field. He's clutching that knee, and it's not from cramps, Coach.
Certainly hope he's okay.
You can tell he's in pain.
It's number 3.
That's number 3, Cooper Nord. One of their key players.
Yeah, Cooper Elrod.
He may have twisted that ankle. He is in pain. You can see him tilting that hip back.
Yeah, he's had a great game at linebacker for them. So if he cannot continue, this would be a pretty big loss for Cookeville.
You see shoulder pads going in and out as he's trying to catch a breath of air, and it has gotten quiet as a pin could drop here at Eddie Watson Stadium. he gets up.
Tough kid.
That's what we want to see. Don't want to see anybody hurt.
Absolutely not.
And that's on this field. That's on any field.
Absolutely not. You never want to see
never
hurt.
Never.
Ever.
I don't want to see anybody make an intentional hit to hurt somebody.
No room for that.
No.
There's no room for that in the game.
No, because it's not a part of the game. Yes, it is a part of the game to hit hard, but it's not a part of the game.
There's a flag down on the top of the screen. Don't know why.
Got that holding call against Cookeville, so Ben Lawson's going to tack 10 yards the other way against them. That's going to put
big
it in.
Penalty right there.
But they're keeping the ball out of Warren County's hands. Warren County can't score if they don't have the ball.
They
Coach.
are. Warren County's defense has done a good job tonight of forcing Cookeville to make mistakes, but unfortunately for them, offensively, they just haven't been able to keep up. But if you're Cookeville, this is something, even though you're up big right now, this is something you got to take and say, hey, we need to clean this stuff up before we start getting into the Riverdales and the Blackmans and the Oaklands of the world.
First and 23 for the senior quarterback, Espinoza. Got Jaden McAllister behind him. Pulls it from McAllister's belly and passes it to number 6, Stockton Owen. Owen
brought down by C.J. Taylor right there.
Picks up 5 yards, gets 5 of it back.
Taylor, of course, one of the running backs for Warren County. They've got a lot of guys that got to play both sides of the football here, and huffing and puffing, you can tell they're definitely getting tired.
2nd and 17. Ball now on the 35-yard line. As he works with number 27, Cameron Harris, to his left, who just fumbled that ball a while ago. Espinoza. Boom.
Got him wide open.
And who is it? Guy's been causing a lot of problems for the Pioneers. That's Jaden McAllister. Touchdown, McAllister. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
It's just a bust in coverage right there. The cornerback playing man coverage. The safety went the wrong way in zone coverage. You can't have mistakes like that if you're Warren County in the secondary, because that's where big plays will get you.
Absolutely. Espinoza to hold. And Ian Finch will try to put one more to stretch that score to 35-3. Finch snaps good, holds good. Finch, boy, he's just got a quick foot. He didn't rear it back much at all and just popped it right into the uprights.
Absolutely. See if we can't get you folks a couple of scores real quick while we got a break.
Got to thank Judy the Beauty for bringing all the scores to us. She's sitting back at the nest and taking care of it. Sam's running the camera, and my color analyst is getting ready to bring us the notes from Judy the Beauty.
We got a final score in East Tennessee. Alcoa takes it 50-0 over Scott High School.
Gary.
Ravenwood has knotted things up with Franklin in the third quarter. It's 17-17 in that ball game.
And that's at Franklin High School on the turf. Donnie Webb was excited about getting on his own home field. So
yeah, and as the smoke from the cannon passes by us, Stewart's Creek and Overton are tied as well at 14 apiece in the third quarter.
Another great matchup.
We'll get you folks some more scores later as they roll in.
Finch set to kick the ball off, and now you're Warren County. I mean, you're going to be trying to make some daredevil-type plays here to do something. Or do you just stick with the basics and try to...
Stick with the basics. I don't want to pull anything out of the bag that we may need later in the year. You don't want to get it on film.
That's number 8, Aaron Myers, as he takes it and returns it to the far side of the field and gets it up to just about the 20-yard line.
That's junior linebacker Carlos Alexander on the play there.
1st and 10 for the Pioneers.
They're going to put it on the 18.5, or 19.5, excuse me. That starting offense for Warren County comes back out onto the football field. Have not been able to do much tonight.
No, they sure haven't. As a sophomore quarterback, Clay Thompson Gives it to Haywood. Haywood going nowhere, stopped at the line of scrimmage.
That's number 86 on the play right there, Fort Hunter. Love the name.
Second down, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and if you're Warren County, I still stick to my bread and butter. I still keep running the ball. You know, at this point of the game, you don't want to pull anything out of the bag and put something on tape for a future opponent of a trick play that they may see in the future.
Cookeville Cavaliers trying to sniff something out to try to get the ball so they can put this into a running clock. Fake, play action. Quarterback going to keep it himself. Big stiff arm. Clay Thompson wants a few more yards and gets the first down. Chain gang will move, and the box man will reset, and the ball's at the 32.
I don't know why they haven't done any more designed running plays for Thompson. He runs pretty good. That's the first time we've seen him take off tonight, but pretty good.
You don't really want to run your quarterback, Anthony, unless he's Michael Vick.
You don't want to a whole bunch, but
absolutely.
At the same time, you know, if we've got to make some things happen
to get
offensively,
6-7 yards and get out of bounds, if you can do it, and the kid knows what he's doing, absolutely.
Another I formation. Cookeville showing blitz.
The 150-pound quarterback fakes the handoff, looking downfield. He's got a man open, and he completes it to the far side of the field. Number 9 was there on the stop, and number 2 was there on the reception, Dante Elam.
B.J. Billen on the stop right there. Good gain of 7. They've had some success with these across the body, across the field passes tonight. You know.
I don't like them.
I don't either, but at the same time, it gets the defense going one way, and when you throw the other, you can have success with them if you got a quarterback with good arm strength.
2nd and 3, ball lies just on the 39-yard line. Thompson, 2-step, 3-step. Boom, completes it and picks up the first down. And he goes with number 11, Eli Buchanan.
Little out route right there for Buchanan, and he did a good job. And that was a good throw right there by Thompson, putting it right in the breadbasket right when he turned right there. And some of these short passes, they've looked good for Warren County. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of them.
Clay Thompson now getting into the rhythm. Ball's just at the 45. He's got a fresh set of 4. He'll continue to operate up underneath the center. Haywood is the lone back. You're going to go back probably to the ground, aren't you? No, they fake Haywood. Play action, rolling to this side. He's looking, and he completes it. Man, what a lick.
Braden Nivens again with a big tackle right there, and Clay Massengill put a pretty good lick on Clay Thompson as he let go of that football.
Raven Luwanski. And I just butchered that kid's name, but that's all right. 2nd down, 2nd and 10. 3:24 left to go here in the third as your score clock should be showing down in the lower left-hand corner. No, the fans have not moved it, so that's a good thing. Sam's doing all he can just to operate this, but we love him and we appreciate him. Clay Thompson. Wow, look at here. That's Haywood, and he gets the first down. Tackle by number 4. That would be Jacob Stamps.
Number 54 right there for Warren County. Noah Martin right there. Of course, he's been all over the field playing linebacker. He's their center as well. Took his man, that's big number 75 for Cookeville, the 315-pound nose tackle, and just buried him, and that opened up a big lane.
The sophomore quarterback operates underneath center. Play action, fakes it to Haywood. Now he's going to keep it, trying to balance and stay on his feet, and he's dropped for a loss. His big number 54 lays on top of him, Anthony, and that's Cameron Cottle.
Cottle, the defensive end, a good job in pursuit right there. They'll play him inside a little bit as well. We see him moving inside to play the nose right now. Giving big number 75, Spencer Holland, a bit of a break.
2nd and 11 now for the sophomore quarterback.
It's a big play right here in terms of keeping this drive alive.
They're going to operate with right out of the I formation. Haywood fakes it to Haywood. Play action. We're going back to the air.
Just couldn't hang on to it.
No. He wanted number 11, and that's Eli Buchanan, and he's hurt. He's shook up.
Jaden McAllister did a good job in coverage right there to get in there and be physical enough to break the pass up. Certainly hope the young man's all right.
Yeah, we hope he's okay. He may have a little tough time saying the alphabet, but he'll get over it. 3rd down now, 3rd and 10, and it's a long 10 or short 11, whatever you want to call it. But Clay Thompson needs to do something. And now you're in a level 2 passing situation.
Yeah, and right here, what I try to do is I think I want to try to pick one of those sides. See if you got a safety cheating up toward the line of scrimmage. Throw a go pattern. Just chuck a ball down the field and see what happens.
Look, they moved 81 into the backfield. That's Devin Jordan. So they're getting ready to try something right there, Anthony.
Yeah,
he hadn't been in the backfield all night.
No, he's
all of a sudden 81, some big guy, he shows up in the backfield.
Yeah, he's listed as an offensive lineman, but they've been playing him a lot at that H position, the tight end hybrid. They'll move him around the formation, and he'll kind of, they call it a butt sniffer. He'll kind of sit behind the tackle, and they'll bring him in as an extra body to block, but sometimes they'll give them kids the ball as well. And I tell you, I've seen some do some damage.
We appreciate everybody that's joined us tonight on Stork Vision. Judy, if you get a chance, see if you can get us a Will Hester score, Florence, Alabama, and Buckhorn Bucks. You got some scores for us, Cowboy?
Real quick. Stewart's Creek, 20-14 over Overton in the 4th quarter. Cornersville, 25-0 lead on Moore County in the 4th quarter. And Ravenwood and Franklin still knotted up at 17 in the 3rd.
Dobbs is going to have to go back to the drawing board with Cornersville. That's all right. He'll learn. Fakes it to Haywood. He's in trouble. Boom. He got hit, Coach. Oh, he's wanting something. Surely not.
Wanted a flag.
Yeah, I don't think so. Boy, number 3.
There's some late flags on the field. Cooper Norrod right there with a big hit on Thompson, yeah.
It was not roughing the passer. He got it off just as he was releasing it. Let's see what Ben Lawson's got to say. The man that wears the white hat, ineligible receiver downfield. Pass interference. Those penalties will offset. Let's see what they do. Ineligible. Pass interference. I said that. Start down. Replay the down. So, if you really want to look at it,
you get a free play.
Clay Thompson,
you get another chance.
Even though he got his bell rung, Clay Thompson gets a freebie. So he's got Haywood right behind him. He'll operate out of that shotgun, and he lets Haywood have it. Haywood looking for a seam. Not much there.
Good little carry of 5 yards, but that ain't going to help you on 3rd and 11. On 4th down, see if they're going to go for it here. They are. Clay Thompson getting the play call on the sideline from Coach Tom Moore right now. Of course, not to be confused with the Golden State Warriors' Clay Thompson. Play clock winding down.
Yeah, they're going to have to do something.
They might have to burn their final timeout here.
And then you don't want to do that in this drive. You'd like to get this 6 and then try to force or get something back on defense, and guess what? They're going to have to burn one.
They have to, yeah. Play clock was running down.
Jimmy Maynard loves that.
Right now, if I'm Jimmy Maynard, these past two throws, he's brought the house, and they've put some pretty good licks on Clay Thompson. And as a sophomore quarterback right now, he's got to be thinking, boy, I don't want to get hit by one of these linebackers again.
Right.
So if I'm Jimmy Maynard, I bring some pressure off the edge. I pinch my defensive lineman, open up some lanes right there. Linebackers, shoot middle linebackers, they can shoot those gaps if need be. Just put pressure on him. Put pressure on the young quarterback.
Well, it's going to be 4th down here in Cookeville. We got 1 quarter left to go. Cavaliers have done a great job tonight, 35-3.
We got a Florence High School final score.
Oh, it's already over.
That game is over. Coach Hester gets the W, 22-17 over Buckhorn.
Wow, they must have kept the ball on the floor, on the ground.
In the 4th quarter, William Blount trails Cleveland 19-14.
Whoa.
And CPA leads Smyrna in the 4th quarter 42-20.
42-20?
Stewart's Creek took the lead. It's 20-14 over Overton in the 4th.
Smyrna plays Blackman next week, kids. Here we go, back in Cookeville. Clay Thompson operates underneath the center. Haywood, he threw it in the dirt, and that is turned the ball over on downs. It's now Jimmy Maynard's ball.
Boy, and I don't know why you run a quick slant on 4th and 8 right there, you know. I mean, you got to kind of bank on that kid because when he catches the ball, he's only going to be maybe 5 yards down the field, so you got to bank on him to get past the sticks. You got to.
And they needed more than 5.
Yeah,
they needed more than 5.
If I'm Coach Tom Moore, you want to throw the ball past the sticks to where, you know, if the kid gets tackled right when he catches the ball, at least you get the first down. But you're going to turn the ball over on downs.
Ball marked at the Cookeville 40. And Espinoza takes over. 1st and 10, Espinoza. Got McAllister back there with him. And what does he do? He gives it to number 5, Jaden McAllister.
It's actually a new quarterback in the game.
It is. Let's go with number
Adam
12.
Goolsby. He's a senior as well.
Yep, Adam Goolsby.
Couple of reserves coming into the ball game.
Jimmy Maynard spreading the love.
This is good experience for the quarterback.
Absolutely.
He's going to play the entire 4th quarter.
You want that.
Getting ready to probably get one more play off before we.
So Goolsby operates out of the shotgun. McFadden to his right. And they give it back to McFadden, keeping it safe and on the ground. Wow, he picks up almost the 1st down, tackled by number 60, Anthony.
That's number 50 on the stop right there. That's Ethan Bernhardt on the stop, the backup defensive lineman. And we're going to head to the 4th quarter. They're going to flip the field for Mr. Goolsby. And his Cookeville Cavaliers are up 35-3.
I like what Jimmy Maynard's doing. I stick with number 5, Jaden McAllister. Keep it on the ground. Maybe run Jacob Stamps, number 4. I just keep it on the ground. There's no sense in putting it in the air.
No, yeah, absolutely. You know, just
run the ball, run the clock, run the ball, run the clock. This isn't the time to start working on other things.
Yeah, you're up 30-plus points. Let's get out of here. Go celebrate the win. Get
weekend,
ready for next week.
Labor Day, enjoy yourselves. Give the guys some time off.
Any Labor Day plans?
For me, no, we'll just hang out. This is it right here. You're looking at my fun.
This is my Labor Day plans.
This is my Labor Day plans. I do this.
This and going to Vanderbilt tomorrow night.
Yeah. Anthony is a student at MTSU, so he'll be down at the Vandy MTSU game covering it. So he's not a fan. He's working again tomorrow. Goolsby. And what did I say? They give it to Stamps, number 4. I just quoted that. Tackle made by number 67. 57.
Austin Jakes on the tackle right there. Letting him get some time in on the defensive line. Of course, he is one of their star offensive tackles.
Stamps looks to be a little shaken up as he comes out of the game. Jaden McAllister goes back in. Goolsby waiting for the play from Jimmy Maynard and company. Appreciate everybody joining us on Stork Vision, and we love our sponsor, John Jones. John Jones Real Estate right there in Rutherford County. He is the real estate broker. Get that guy out of our view. Here we go. Goolsby He's got McAllister in there. And that wasn't what Goolsby wanted. He's catching heat, and he's going to go down for a huge loss.
That's number 50, the nose tackle, Ethan Bernhardt, on the stop again. It's his second tackle on this drive and his first sack of the ball game.
Goolsby went down just at about the 42-yard line. He was slung to the earth.
Third down and a country mile.
You know, I don't know if Goolsby's got enough experience to to get up this first down, Coach.
No, honestly, if I'm Cookeville right here, anyways, with the lead that they got, I'd run a little draw or something like that. Fake a pass, give it to your back.
I don't want Goolsby running it. I'm gonna get it to.
No, yeah, run a little draw, fake a pass, and hand it to your back.
Jaden McAllister, number 5, is the tailback. And that's what they do. They give it to McAllister. He stumbled and tripped.
Bernhardt in there again. A great drive for him defensively. He's a smaller guy on that defensive line. But I tell you, it's hard to block some of them shorter guys because they'll tell you on the line the low man wins.
Punt team comes out, which hadn't been out all night. Well, maybe once already. Was that early in the first half?
I think in the first quarter they had one drive where they punted.
Yeah.
Dante Elam will return. Little sidewinder right there. He's going to dribble out of bounds.
And that was Goolsby was the punter. The senior, 6'3", 185 pounds. Now we go back to the sophomore quarterback for the Pioneers.
Yeah, and right here, if you're Warren County, you know, let's get some points on the board. You know, we haven't been in the end zone yet. Let's get into the end zone before we get out of here tonight.
Even if it takes a little time, Anthony, I would rather do that and put a good touchdown up as far as to mess around, go 3 down and out, and give back to them, and then do it again, do it again. Let's just
absolutely. You know, let's get into the end zone tonight. You know, you want to give your kids goals to help them battle. It teaches you to fight through adversity.
Absolutely. Clay Thompson operates from underneath the center. And they hand it off.
Number 30, Clay Massengill, yet again on the stop.
And they give it to number 15, Seth Meeks, the sophomore, 5'9", $150.
And I tell you what, this offensive line has had their hands full with this front 7 of Cookeville tonight.
They're big kids.
They've just had trouble. You know, it's hard to have success in the running game when you can't set up some combo blocks against a 3-4 or 3-3 stack.
See, number 86 kids, that is what they're looking for now in a lineman. They like that lean look versus a big chunky guy. As far as in college football, McFadden there on the defensive coverage, intended receiver number 7, Lewinsky.
Be 3rd down and 10 to go. Clock stops at 8:47.
Yeah, now you're in a situation you got to have that first down, Anthony. You don't get the first down, what are you going to do? You're going to give the ball back to Cook?
Yeah. There's no sense in going forward and 4th down and just trying to hand points over to them in good field position.
There you go.
Punt the ball away.
Yeah. They send Eli Buchanan to the top of your screen, kids. He's caught a couple of passes tonight. Clay Thompson gives it to Haywood. Not much there. Tackle made by number 7 for Cookeville. That's Drew Dial. I wonder if he's got a brother named Davin.
Must be the younger brother.
Yep.
What year is he? Drew Dial. Let's see how old he is. He's a sophomore. So yeah, it's got to be the younger brother. I'm sure that's a name we're going to hear a lot in the next few years.
He got them Dial bloodlines. He's not scared, I guarantee you. 8:15 left to go in the ball game.
McAllister back deep for the Cavaliers.
On the 4th and 9.
Slow snap.
McAllister's just going to let it go out of bounds.
Yeah, good bounce out of it. Punter's had a good night tonight for him.
Yep. But you want him to have a good night when you're not scoring. Ball going to be marked on the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 now for Cookeville. We'll see if they send Goolsby back out.
Yeah, that's Espinoza down there on the sidelines right now.
He's done. You're going to go with something else. They're talking, I think, with our quarterback over here. And they send Goolsby back out, the senior, who was the punter a while ago.
You're going to play some quarterback.
Well, if something did happen to Espinoza, you definitely want to have somebody ready to go. Howard Schnellenberger always played his backup quarterback in the second quarter every game because he wanted him to be ready to go. McFadden, Jaden McFadden, McAllister, excuse me, I keep on wanting to say McFadden, McAllister. Pickup of about 3-4 yards, let's call it, what, 2nd and 6? Yeah, ball just hit the 33, take it away, Anthony.
Yeah, always important, like you were saying earlier, always important to have good 2s and good 3s on your depth chart because that's what we saw tonight. The 2s and the 3s coming in for Cookeville. They just wore out Warren County. Warren County they don't have the depth right now. And from what I've seen out of Warren County, I think if Warren County was playing 5A ball right now, they'd probably be pretty good.
Absolutely, absolutely. They definitely don't have the numbers that some of the other schools have in Region 3A. 6-3A. McAllister. He's a machine.
Just a big night for him. Big night for him. They have had a tough time stopping him.
You got to like him. Runs with his head up, runs low, waits till he gets his opening, and then goes for it.
It's kind of weird, but hear me out. He kind of reminds me of a smaller Master Teague, the way he runs the ball.
Absolutely.
He kind of has that forward lean, and he's deceptively fast. Like, you can tell he's kind of fast, obviously, if he's playing running back.
We got a penalty. It's a
sidelines.
Yep.
Sidelines.
I couldn't tell what that was.
Sideline warning. Yeah.
And they
must have given them the warning earlier.
Yeah, they must have, and we didn't know it. Let's go. 2nd and 10 now for Goolsby. And he gives it back off to McAllister. McAllister, he's going to get that first down, Coach, and he's up to the 39-yard line.
Making guys miss. That is what he has done all night. They've had him in the backfield a few times right there, number 13. Edward Carroll tried to arm tackle him in the backfield. Can't do that with a kid like McAllister.
Got to break down and get in front of him and stick him. Goolsby will operate out of the shotgun. 1st and 10 now for the Cavaliers. Keep it on the ground. They go back to Stamps. Stamps working that left side. Picks up about 4 yards, Coach.
Brought down right there by number 2, Dante Elam, the cornerback.
Your Cookeville, you just want to take your time.
Keep on milking the clock.
Absolutely. As number 3 comes out of the ball game, it's Cooper Norrid. 6:08 left to go in the ball game. Once again, we appreciate everybody watching on Stork Vision, and we love our sponsor. That's John Jones, John Jones Real Estate. We have one sponsor, that's it. He'll stay with us until we quit broadcasting for the 2018 season.
Goolsby. End around.
Little in and around. So that was number 16, Skylar Lassiter.
Got some reserves coming in on both sides of the ball now as Warren County trying to work in some of those young freshmen.
They don't have a whole lot of bench, Coach, to work in.
No, they don't. They certainly don't. They've maybe had 10 or 12 kids that haven't gotten into the ball game tonight that are probably going to get in now. I'm sure they'll empty the bench.
Play clock. They're just trying to just get this one over with. I think everybody's ready to get out of here. Goolsby operates out of that shotgun. Stamps gets the first down and then some and puts the ball into Pioneer territory. 1st and 10 now for the Cavaliers as Goolsby's putting together a pretty good series.
One of them big defensive linemen for Warren County had a pretty good shot at making the tackle in the backfield there, but you can just tell they're tired. They're ready to get out of here.
I know it. I mean, Goolsby, all he needs to do is take his time, keep handing it off.
Yeah. It's good experience for him managing the offense, calling plays. You need to be ready.
What's up? Whoop. Boy, I tell you what, Ben Lawson did not like his substitution violation, kids. He puts that fingers up right there on the right above the breast. That's substitution violation. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. 1st and 15.
Yeah, but for Goolsby, got to be ready. Got to be ready as a backup quarterback, because in an instant, if that starter goes down, you never know how long it could be for, and if you're not ready to go, it's going to affect the entire season.
As Paul McCartney said, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's when the Beatles took off. Goolsby is the quarterback. He operates out of the shotgun. Stamps is right behind him. They hand it off to Stamps. Stamps on a delayed handoff. Was it?
Drew Dial.
Actually, it is Dial, number 7.
Playing in the backfield right now.
Look like Stamps.
If he ends up getting his brother's size, though, I don't know if he'll stay back there. I'm sure he'll move over to tight end as he gets older. Absolutely. Good little run for him there, though.
Drew Dial operates as the tailback. Goolsby is the quarterback. Back to Dial on that left side, looking for a seam. Not much there. He's going to end up with a couple.
Whole host of Pioneers were there to wrestle him to the ground.
Yeah, big number 84 getting up off the bottom. That's Aiden Cummings. Second down, let's call it 2nd and 7.
3:20 to go in the ball game.
As Goolsby's running the offense now for the Cavaliers. Jimmy Maynard's going to pick up a W. And the city of Cookeville's going to be happy all Labor Day weekend. Goolsby operating out of the shotgun. Dial. Right up the middle, coach. Close to the first down. He's still trudging.
Whoa. He might have blown the whistle early.
It's going to be close.
Did a good job getting out of that. Number 17.
It's going to be just at the 18-yard line.
17, Jorge Cifuentes in there on the stop. He'll get credited for the tackle, though he didn't go to the ground.
Third and 1.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Warren County tonight, what you can take away is defensively, we got tired, yes, at the end of the game, but in that first half, we forced turnovers. We made some big plays. I'll finish it up after this snap.
Goolsby operates out of that shotgun. Dial's right behind him. They give it to Dial on that left side. Dial looking for the end zone. Oh, he's going to be close. It's going to be just up to about the 4-yard line. He tried to turn the corner on that far side, Anthony. He just didn't have the foot speed.
27, Jonathan Duenas on the tackle right there. And, but, I mean, if you're Warren County, it's you forced some turnovers. You had a big goal line stop. Offensively, you ran the ball decently. There's some things you can take away and improve on heading into next week for sure.
Ball looks to be marked just at the 3-4-yard line. 1st and goal now for Goolsby and Dial. Drew Dial. Goes back to Dial. Into the end zone. Touchdown Dial. Touchdown Cavaliers as the cannon sounds. That'll send the clock into rolling time.
Icing on the cake right there.
Yep, and the student body is heading down to meet their players and congratulate them.
Got the whole section to ourselves now.
We finally got it. I said they would be going soon. I just didn't know when. All right.
ROTC kids doing their push-ups down there. 41 of them right now.
I don't even know if I can do 4. PAT is good. That makes it 42-3 with $1.35. A little hot on that Zoom, Cowboy. Back off. off and let it catch. It'll catch. Now go in. Let the camera catch up to it. There you go.
Sam, we appreciate you.
Yeah, Sam, we appreciate you. We're having a camera lesson over here. We're teasing my brother. We're glad to have you.
Hey, we couldn't do this if you wasn't here tonight. We seriously do appreciate you. And
drove all the way from Louisville. He does a lot of soccer up in Louisville. Films for Cal High School up in Louisville. So you can look Sam Montgomery up on YouTube. Try to catch some of his stuff.
So,
all right, give me something.
All right, so unfortunately, Coach Shad's not going to get the W tonight. 31-14 right now. The game's not final yet, but it's late in the fourth. Franklin, it's coming down to the wire. They have a 3-point lead. It's 20-17. They lead Ravenwood right now. Riverdale,
that's done.
33-13 lead for them right now. Christian Brothers up by just a point on White Station.
Wow.
21-20 late in the fourth quarter of that.
Well, you got to be careful. You got to contain that speed on White Station, Coach.
Yeah, and Cornersville shutting out Moore County.
That's
still
over.
39-0.
That's over. A couple of them are done. Not like that Alcoa game. But
Stewart's Creek took the lead 21-20. Overton took the lead 21-20.
And Stewart's Creek's had a pretty good start this year.
Yeah, they have. They had 2 shutouts to start the year. Elam on the return here. Trying to make something happen, but runs out of real estate. A late flag gets dropped right there.
Cooper Nord on the stop. And the penalty's going to be against Cookeville. It's going to leave a mark. Ben Lawson didn't look too happy with what happened. Face mask. That's going to be 15 yards.
Warren County.
No, it's unintentional. Just a 5-yarder.
I like that they went through a couple years back and updated that rule because sometimes it just happens.
Yeah, we're in a rolling clock, kids, if you can't tell. That's the reason why the clock's spinning. There's 35 or more points. This thing's going to be over with quick. State of Tennessee, you got to have 35 or more, and if you do, that sends the clock into rolling motion only in the second half. It's got to be in the second half.
Dial gets another tackle right there.
Playing both sides of the ball. I'd say this is going to be the last play, Anthony.
Yeah,
they're wasting a lot of time. Yeah, they wasted a lot of time, Coach.
Probably hand one off right up the gut, and we'll call it a night.
Yep. 23 ticks remain.
Whoa! Bad snap right there.
Yep.
Number 10, the new quarterback for Warren County, Bryson Elrod. He's a sophomore as well. Jimmy Maynard walking off the sidelines. Cookeville's coming off the sidelines, and they're going to take this one.
Lining up to shake hands in the spirit of good sportsmanship.
Of 42-3.
All righty, Anthony, let's do a wrap up here, and then we'll pack the equipment up and get out of here. First off, your Cookeville, you got the win. You just want to grow from there. Real simple on that.
Yeah, and you know something. We didn't know what we were going to see coming in tonight. You know, compared to last year. Last year, we know what we got.
19 seniors, I think, is what they graduated.
Yeah, quite a few. And I tell you, kind of like what I thought. I feel like they have a lot of talent on this roster. We just don't know who they are yet. And it's starting to become evident, and people are going to take note. And I think that they are very well going to be in the mix come playoff time to do some damage. But some things they need to clean up as well. They turned the ball over a couple of times and stuff like that.
Tom Moore, if you're the Pioneers and you got that real young team, what do you do with those guys?
Well, it's a tough loss tonight. Their first 2 games, they were competitive. They were real competitive. They dropped to 1-2 here. Really, all you can do is just kind of sweep this one under the rug and try best you can to forget about it and move on the next week.
I don't know what's going on here, but we're learning as Cookeville's doing a little bit, welcoming their fans as they're getting ready to run out on the field, I guess. They're getting hyped up, and here they come to congratulate their team. And just the way it should be done.
Yeah,
that's a great scene.
Good night for them. Homecoming, Labor Day weekend.
Great community. This is a football community. They love their sport. It's college town, so Kids, next week, let's talk about our broadcast next week. First off, we'll do a couple of thank yous. We'd like to thank Sam for coming down and running the camera. We'd like to thank Judy the Beauty back at the nest for feeding us all the scores. We'd like to thank you, the fan, for just watching and tuning in on Stork Vision. And most of all, we appreciate our sponsor. That's John Jones Real Estate, Murfreesboro's #1 real estate broker.
And speaking of Murfreesboro, we're going to be back in Murfreesboro next week
for the very first time this year. Stork Vision turns up in Murfreesboro as we head over to Ray Hughes Stadium. Very familiar place. And Kevin Creasley's off this week. He takes on a young Republic team. But it'll be our first chance to call for the Oakland Patriots, who just came off a loss last week to Maryville, and they've got bad taste in their mouth.
Yeah, I think this was a good time to have a bye week for them.
I'd say so.
It is early in the year, but playing a Maryville, that's a playoff game basically for them this early in the year. So this gives them a chance to hit the reset button. They come in and they practice a couple of days, get a couple of days off, get your bodies nice and rested up. And they're going to come back out next week against a Republic team that they played last year, and it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
Absolutely. Like I said before, we appreciate our sponsor, John Jones Internet. What am I saying? John Jones Real Estate. He's one of the best in the business. We appreciate you, John. We appreciate my color guy, Anthony Fiorella. My camera operator was Sam Montgomery. My name is Stork Montgomery, the play-by-play, and we appreciate you.